We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
To throw right away is Howell. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 5. And that's incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Herbert now. Pass caught. Hits Davis on the crossing route.
You winning the division yet, Coley? Don't tell me little Caleb winning that bitch now.
They have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of
I feel like.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be
Yeah, we love to see it.
Well, this defense for
They got somebody for the Lions now.
Formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I'm sure it's going to be barbecue chicken.
pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Hoodie. I feel it.
Herbert off of play action.
Oh, that's so good.
And it falls down incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Henry.
You got to go ahead and win the division, man, for the coaching.
Over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels. And he's going to take this ahead for around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do.
Yeah. It's a must.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Giving the football to Davis.
It's only right.
They'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Got him.
Touchdown. Mike Williams from 19 yards away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Bro, I lost to this nigga in this league last game. Nigga ran 5 out on me majority of the game, bro, and I could not stop that shit. I lost by a touchdown, but I've never seen a nigga 98% of the time throw the ball in a straight 5-out formation. Shit was crazy.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 4-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Hal now to throw it.
Thank you.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Racing to
I'll get in there.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense.
Oh, that's GG's for him.
That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert.
Got me.
Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Yeet.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball
Cute
game
little play.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Back to throw, Howell. Got his man complete.
I tripped that off.
That's Rodriguez. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
No first, good.
He is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
I would have went for that.
This is taken at the 10. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now inside the 25. Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series. Even worse now, it's going to happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Mink. Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Hang on, 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught. It's beyond the 40 before it's taken down.
Like that little play.
Excellent play there on 3rd down, given 25 yards. taking the handoff. Howell.
Pick. Oh, that was going to be pick.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if I can get a blitz.
There on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite
That's my
enough.
fault.
They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
All right, you go for it.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Howell going to go for it.
Yes, sir.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James will hold it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under pressure here, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Herbert. The pressure gets to him again.
Why you block shit off of that, bro? I didn't know what I was doing.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Good blitz.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Washington now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Howell's throw complete there to Bateman. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they go play action with Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes this one.
You gotta go trying to get that.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off play action. It's Howell. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Howell will throw it.
Fuck him up. Come on.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Throwing here, Howell.
He did not let him get that. Oh,
from 8 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Great routes and tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Why is my punter at kicker and my kicker at punt? What the fuck?
To go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. One last shot before the break. Howell. And this is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
How the fuck a O-line is going to kick the ball?
Backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, they start the second half with the onside kick risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Herbert. From the left side, complete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Daniels. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Johnston sent in motion. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Oh, I had square. Who's that wide open?
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that
Definitely
one.
missed that, dude.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Daniels. And he'll go down at the 12-yard line. 4 yards to gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game has been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them.
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Howell. They drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
There's a ball. It looks like one of the DBs has it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but I didn't got too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try to win this one.
And he's got this down to the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left.
He's got another one to Johnston.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's caught right side by Daniels. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now throwing on 1st down here. And that would go to the target and incomplete. A
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
To throw on third down. Sweet. That is cool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
They'll motion McLaurin left. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Powell now to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Herbert on 1st down now. They still can't get him. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds McCoy. Down the left sideline. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
The 44-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Herbert now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because
Who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Second down and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Daniels, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 56, Commanders 21. Will Lutz set to
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Rodriguez.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.